Hello everyone, my name is Zanyago Emeka Onyebuchi. I'm presenting to you mindfulness. As a research and practice working with mindfulness by Bush, Miran, Hunter and Jerry, 2013. Um, Mindfulness, what is mindfulness? Well, it could be said it's a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness in your present calmness and to acknowledge, accept the feelings, the thought, the body, the sensation, use in your wholeness at work. Has someone trying to pay attention of the environment? When we are looking at this mindfulness at work, it isn't just like reduction of stress itself. It's totally measurable, like the impact at work, your impact. How do you reflect to all these things? That's a total study of mindfulness. Who are you? Are you present there? Have you ever sit and think of your state of mind? Well, discussing mindfulness today, we have to look at the main tool of mindfulness, AIM, the AIM. We need to discuss this in details. Well, before we could go into that, let's first state the reasons that we need mindfulness. When we are talking about nurture, what is nurture? Nurture is the world around us that affect our ability, our wholeness, the way we reflect to things, the way we behave. Because the nurture is opposite of nature. When things are not natural, they are nurture. The things that you see, that the impact of our society towards us, the impact our environment, our working environment towards how we percept, how we behave, or how we articulate to various things. So when we're going to talk about aim, attention, intention, and mood control, these are most very viable tools to this study of mindfulness. So when we're looking at attention at work, how do we describe attention at work? Attention is awareness, the mindful, the relaxed and calm, calming of your self to connect with your inner mind using some strategy. How do you conceive? How do you look at things? When you paying attention at work, what are you really paying attention to? We need to pay attention to the environment, to our colleagues. Are you a leader? How do you pay attention to your follower? What is your level of attention? How do you react? How does it affect your own perception towards things? So we need to like discuss this in details, meaning that when you have to connect to your inner self, you need to pay at work, you need to pay attention to things that are happening, that the methodologies and the way that people react. Human being, we can be same at the same. There's differences between individual. When you don't need to be a psychology to pay attention. Attention is what you need to comport yourself at work. Then when we are discussing intention, intention is about focusness, skills to direct your purpose. What are the targets? What are we going to achieve? What are the outline? What are the job prescriptions? What are the job prescriptions for the time being? What are we paying attention to? How do we direct that to our attitude? Directing this attention Directing this attention towards intention. When you are paying attention, you need to still it connect to each other. You pay attention in order to articulate your intention towards achieving what the goal is all about. If you are working as a leader, if you are working as a follower in a company, how do you articulate this to furthermore go into the third step, mood control. Well, saying about mood control is the feeling, the relationship about your feeling and emotion, the understanding of oneself, because you need to understand yourself before you could articulate to another. Basically, when people react to issues, is being defined as our inner perception of action. Someone could make you angry. Someone could work negatively. How do you define the negativity of action of a colleague? Is your own perception, who your own understanding towards this action. Because if you are if you are saying not to be judgmental and assessing to implement important decisions, you need to articulate in order to know what is your own assessment. You have to think, what is your own assessment to this action of a colleague, or action of your or action of the management, or action of your leader. Or if you are the leader itself, you study the action of your follower, and then you have to put yourself to a control of your feelings and your emotions, and try not to use your emotion towards your action. Try to curtail how your emotions play to your actions, because action, emotion, and feelings are very, very different issues in practice. So we need to learn about how to separate your feelings, how to use your mode, how to articulate and assess, so that we can come out with important and very positive decision in the process of leadership, and in the process of in the workplace and environment. So this is my point and my understanding from the full mindfulness and personal wholeness, and understanding of the procedure of using this mindfulness at work, and paying attention to our environment and the colleagues and every other thing that's being brought together in play as a group or as in general. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you.